We got Brandi Love in the house.
I'm a fan.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been watching you guys for years.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you still active in the adult entertainment?
I am, very
Okay.
much so. Yep.
Okay. What got you started in that?
It's a funny story or fun story. We went to an adults only resort. We had no idea what that meant. Conservatives dislike me because I'm in adult entertainment. Adult entertainment has issues with me because I'm conservative. Somebody made a comment to me about, well, what are you going to do when we walk up your driveway and pull your family out of your house and kill you, basically? And I went, I'll put two in the chest and one in the head.
Yeah, sound like a conservative to me. Can't get no more conservative than that.
I love my nickname. MAGA MILF is great. I will wear that with pride.
When I first started watching porn, and then when I got with a woman, it wasn't enough stimulation.
If every girlfriend and wife was a porn star in the bedroom, her man would be very satisfied.
You know, a lot of guys worry about size. I'm sure you've been with a lot of different men, different size, big, huge, small.
No two pussies look the same. No two cocks look the same. Everyone asks, does size matter? Well, yeah, if you don't know what you're doing with it.
Do you get a lot of flack for doing porn with black guys?
I shoot a lot with black draw, and of course, Milfy.
Black. Yeah, like black.
Yeah, y'all members. I know who you are. There's liberals that will want me to berate them for being beta males and pussies and different things wearing my MAGA stuff, which I'm
Really?
happy to do. This works, not this.
Right.
It's different coming from you.
I should have did it. Cut that shit out.
No, you're keeping that. I will be so pissed if you cut that.
You're good, you moron.
Yeah.
Good.
Welcome to episode 49. We got Brandi Love in the house.
How you doing?
I'm doing so good.
You doing
Yeah,
good?
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Are
I've
you
been
nervous?
a fan, not a little bit, because I'm a fan.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been watching you guys for years.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you find out about us?
Scrolling?
Screwing.
No, I said scrolling.
Oh, I thought you said screwing.
Yeah, I got your application a few years ago. I'm just kidding.
You saw that video about us.
I did. Y'all are nasty. In a good way, of course.
Yeah.
No, but it was probably either Instagram or Twitter or X. It was probably X. And I just went, who the hell? Y'all are funny. And I just started watching. And for me, authenticity is such a rare thing that when I see it or I think I feel it, I'm like, I'm that. I want some of that. And you two seem unbelievably authentic.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what makes Trump so powerful. People find him to be very genuine,
Because he
authentic.
doesn't give a shit.
Right. Yeah.
And it's attractive. Just be yourself, man. Just be yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Our career really took off on YouTube when we started just being ourselves. Because I used to worry about it. Oh, I didn't say that right. I said this wrong.
Did
I
you
look
go through
stupid.
that? Were you worried?
Yeah, it
Trying to
did.
figure it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at one point I said, fuck it. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
And what happened?
And everything's exploded.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start off. Now, are you still active in the adult entertainment?
I am. Very
Okay.
much so. Yep.
Okay. What got you started in that?
It's a funny story or fun story.
Just fell into it, huh?
To me, no. It's not quite that funny.
Right.
But honestly, after our daughter, we found ourselves in a very unique situation, been married like 8 years at that point. And nobody can prepare you for a baby, and
Right.
myself included. And it was just him and I against the world. He had all my attention. I had all of his. And then it was like, ooh, baby, she needs me. And I totally neglected my man. There's no doubt. I know that happened. And it was about to be a problem if we didn't reconnect. So we went to an adults only resort. That sounds great. When you have babies and you need to not have babies, we need to adult focus. We had no idea what that meant. See, the laughter, I get it. I laugh at myself. I'm like, you
Right.
dumb, naive mofo.
Naive.
Very naive. Kind of cute, but yes, naive. And it turned out to be, yes, very much a swinger-friendly resort in Mexico. I didn't even know what that meant. So clothing
Well,
optional.
how were you at the time?
29, 30.
30. Okay.
Yeah, right around there. And our first experience knowing that we were in a different, it wasn't just adults, is we're laying out and I'm like, okay, topless. Ooh. I was very shy. Like that was a big deal. I'm like, I ain't taking this off, but I'll take my top off. That's kind of nice. This couple comes and squats, that's an important word, down by us, her by my husband, the guy by me. It's all out. Like, it's like in my face. And I'm going, I was a little like, I didn't know if to laugh. I didn't know whether to cover it. I didn't know.
Was he erect?
No, it was just flopped out. It was just hanging there. Like, this was normal for
I'd have
them.
been super embarrassed.
It
Walk
was
around with a limp dick with some titties in front of me.
because it was normal for them.
And I read because these
this is normal.
They are desensitized.
They're not ready to get it out. No, don't use that word. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
He needs some stimulation.
He was living his best life. And when they walked away, we kind of went, what just happened? Like, okay, something happened, but we're not exactly sure what that was. And we were invited to a hot tub party. We went that night, and as we rolled up, we're like, okay, everybody's naked. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. We'll sit on the side. But then couples started switching. And I'm like, oh, what the is going on? Like, I had never seen this before. I thought she was with him. He was with her. Oh, nope, that switched. And we ended up hanging out for a little bit because we felt so silly. We didn't want to like run, like Forrest Gump,
y'all
like
was
take
playing
off.
all shy, huh?
No, I didn't want to.
Y'all wanted some of that, didn't you?
No,
y'all wanted that fun?
We were intrigued and curious, but scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly.
So y'all didn't actually go through.
No. We hung out for a little bit and left. And the next
They
morning,
probably think y'all was stuck up.
no, I think they thought we had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We looked that naive, honestly, probably like deer caught in the headlight. The next morning, we're having breakfast, and this, at the time, older, I laugh now because they were my age, but at the time we were 30, they were in their 50s. This couple comes and says, could we join you guys for breakfast? We're like, please, like, give us some info. And he says, yeah, we're gonna mentor you. We're gonna let you know what's up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
Feeling sorry for y'all.
I told you it was that obvious. Like,
Okay.
it was that bad. And he proceeded to let us know what the community was about. And they shared their experiences. And the real tipper was he was the pastor of a mega church.
Really?
Which for us, that was us. Okay, my husband was raised Catholic. I was raised Presbyterian. We're both Christian. So this was like heads blown. Because Christianity does struggle with sexuality, always. There's always this weird force. And we're like, ooh, tell us more. How do you blend these? And he did. He did an amazing job through scripture, through kindness, through stories. And we're both like, all right, we're going to have to go home and do some research. And we did. We didn't do anything at that trip. And months of research is what liberated our minds. And we kind of went, there's no plan B. It's me and you for the rest of our lives. Let's have fun while we're here. And what I mean by no plan B, I'll never leave you. You're not leaving me.
Right.
There is nobody else.
Right.
He has my heart lock, stock, and barrel, and I feel the same. And it just, the world became huge.
Right.
So that's how it all started.
So that's shocking
So
for
you
a lot
met
of.
a swinging priest.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
Well, pastor. I think he was a
pastor.
Yeah, priest is Catholic, right? He was non-denominational. It was a non-denominational Christian church.
Yeah, you think about the priest that came to my house today and blessed my house.
Today?
Yeah, actually today. Yeah.
What was the problem with your house?
No, we just moved in.
You're just making sure it's all
My wife
okay.
wanted it done, so
Aw.
that's why he said priest.
Yeah.
Priest
I
is
gotcha.
for Catholics. But anyway, so like being a conservative, like when they see you combine the two, being that you consider yourself to be Christian, a lot of conservatives don't consider you to be Christian. Now, this is what I want to say. Like we are all sinners.
Of course.
Like who is waiting to get married before they have sex? Nobody's doing that.
Right.
There might be a few, but it's very few.
Minute.
Yes.
I could probably count them on one hand.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like we're all sinners, and what do you have to say to that? Because a lot of people on the right, they shun you, they push you away.
How very Christian of them.
Yeah.
Right.
I have that to say. And second of all, for me, it's really actually quite simple. I find freedom in Christ. I do not feel constricted. He made me perfect. And I for 21 years have been in an industry where very few Christians live, work, breathe. So I have an opportunity to be a light in a very dark place. I have multiple times prayed about it. I have multiple times thought about leaving it, not because I didn't love it. I do love it. Because I wasn't either growing as a person, I felt stuck. My career wasn't going farther. And every single time through prayer, I'm brought back, and I'm blessed immensely. So, and my husband the same way, and we're exactly where we belong. And here's what I would say to those: first of all, those conservatives don't have the right to decide who is and who isn't conservative.
Right.
Period. End of story. I have one creator who decides whether I'm right or wrong. I don't need you to tell me I'm a sinner. Of course I am. We all are. But what's a sin for me or a sin for you isn't necessarily a sin for me. That's between you and your maker. If you're an alcoholic and you have a problem, drinking's a sin for you. I can drink a glass of wine 5 times a week and have no issue. So is it a sin for me? No. Wine's in the Bible. So I would caution people to be very careful about judging people for the choices they make, because how can you possibly know what makes me happy? You can't. You don't even know me. I wouldn't tell you, oh, you should eat that cheeseburger instead of the fish because that cheeseburger looks better. Well, maybe you don't like red meat.
Right.
That's a very strange thing. And to me, sexuality is no different. It's a buffet. You're gay, you're straight, you live in a commune and have sex with everybody, you are a eunuch. Why would we judge somebody for something that makes us so unbelievably unique?
Yeah. You and your husband, y'all, how long have you?
30 years.
30 years.
Wow.
Now, there's some hardcore people that call themselves Christians and conservatives and have not lasted in marriage that long. They get divorces.
Well, see, that's a problem. So a lot of the conservatives that come after my husband and I, they're doing this. They're so mad at us. And how could you? And I'm like, I'm sorry, you're on wife 3?
Right.
And then I know that makes me sound judgy, but how dare you? Like,
Yeah, right. You just point out the hypocrisy.
Thank you. And that's it. And I think humans, we can all be very hypocritical.
Yeah.
We can.
It just depends on what our ideology is.
Yeah. And I have always believed and will continue to believe that as an American, err on the side of freedom. As a Christian, err on the side of love.
Right.
It is that simple.
I don't think Christians do that. Not on the right.
What do you mean you don't think?
I mean, like,
you know.
right.
You know they don't.
Like, they're very hard on
They're too judgy.
yeah,
They know the Bible like the back of the hand, but they don't practice it.
yeah, like that one saying in the Bible, love thy neighbor as
As
thyself.
yourself, yeah.
And they
don't.
totally throw that out the window. They're very judgy. Like, I had a conservative rapper Christian on the show.
Yeah.
And he'd probably think you were the devil. Like,
You probably heard of him, Bryson Gray.
I've heard the name. Yeah.
like he's very hard on gays.
Really?
I mean,
I think he actually scared of gay people.
I was going to say, what have they ever done to him? Honestly,
know.
what have they ever done to him?
He's a good guy, buddy. I said, if I think you're homophobic, I said, you actually said it yourself. You look at gay people like they're monsters. You're scared of
well,
gays.
maybe it's talking metaphorically.
No, I think he's actually scared
He's
of gay
like,
people.
no, he's serious? His nightmares.
Yeah.
That's a very small mind. You're limiting yourself extremely by judging people in that manner, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like when it comes to me, voting wise, I used to be a Democrat. Now I start to more conservative. But I still consider myself to be a liberal.
Well, I'm socially liberal, but fiscally
Yeah.
conservative.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly
that,
what I am.
call me what you want. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been labeled. I love my nickname. MAGA MILF is great. I will wear
Right.
that with pride because what that party to me represents is a big tent. Anybody who wants to come in and keep America great, put America first, you're in. I don't care who you sleep with. What does that have to do with
Right.
what you believe about politics or policy?
Yeah.
Right.
I care about keeping our country safe, our taxes low, our borders closed. I mean, we have a lot to deal with here. Who cares who you're sleeping with?
Yeah.
That's
I came
weird.
across some videos of like other conservatives, and they were very ugly towards you.
Oh, they can't stand me.
Yeah.
I've chosen a difficult position. I didn't mean to. It's just who I am. I know exactly who I am and what I believe. Conservatives dislike me because I'm in adult entertainment. Adult entertainment has issues with me because I'm conservative. I'm a Christian. How can you? You like sex. I'm like, yeah, God made us that way. Like,
Right.
if he didn't want us to do stuff, our arms would be shorter. I know you know what I'm talking about. There's a reason you can reach down and take care of things.
Right.
We were born sexual. And what that means is so individual. And it's certainly something I wouldn't want control over. I wouldn't want to tell somebody else what makes them happy or turns them on. And yeah, conservatives get or Republicans or the far right, whatever you want to say, they have a serious issue with sex, which why?
Yeah.
You and I both know, or yous and I.
Yeah.
Utes, you two Utes. We know. I love that movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's control. It absolutely comes down to control, and religion is a very, very simple way to control people. You did something wrong, pay, repent. Well, I already did when I accepted Christ. I'm good. Like, y'all need to calm down. If I want to give money, I'll give money. If I want to help something, I'll help something. But to legislate sex,
Yeah.
that's a scary thing, and the alt-right would love that.
Well,
They would love that.
right.
Yeah.
Tell you who you get to sleep with, tell you when you get to sleep with
Exactly.
him, and how many babies you get to
I
have.
could
and,
totally see a homosexual getting arrested for giving head to a dude.
well, in some
He in
countries,
court. What's he in for? Sucking cock.
in some countries they do.
Yeah.
I think that's horrible.
I couldn't agree more.
Hey, so I want to touch on that. What happened at TPS?
TPUSA.
There you go. That event. How did that go down? You went to the event. You paid for a VIP ticket. How did that all go down?
Explain to us exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened. Okay, I'll try to keep it brief because I won't bore anybody. But those who were watching X at the time, it's all out there. About 4 months before TPUSA was coming to Tampa, which is our drive or so, we bought tickets. A very good friend of mine who used to be a lobbyist who worked in politics in Washington said, y'all, COVID's over. Let's get out. You guys want to go do this thing? Yeah, we've been supporting TPUSA. We have college-age children. They're amazing. Hell yeah, we'll go. Charlie Kirk's a brilliant mind. Candace Owens, Dan Bongino, Kat Timpf, all these people. I'm like, yes, let's go. So we buy the VIP tickets, which include alcohol. You get all, just letting you know.
Okay.
I'm telling you the truth, not telling you anything that's not out there. Thought this is gonna be fun. It's college. It's university based. There's all these great speakers. There's open bars, and when I say open bars, like it was like the AVN's open bars. There was liquor everywhere.
Really?
Oh, they made it out like it's a student event.
Thank you. This is
I didn't
my
know
point.
alcohol was being served.
This is where I'm getting at. So our VIP tickets included the open bars, all of the events, walk the floors, blah blah blah.
So people, adults, are drinking around children.
Well, not children.
Here's the thing, you guys. The number of children, and I'll say under 18, that I saw with my own eyes was under 2. So these were 18 and older. If you go onto TPUSA's own website, which I've screen capped before they could change it, it was very clear that they're a university-based organization reaching university young adults.
Right.
Yeah, they made it out like it's high school students.
Well, that was convenient for them.
Yeah.
There were none there.
That's not too religious of them to lie.
It gets worse, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Now, mind you, I was a huge supporter. I really appreciate most of what these people stand for.
Charlie
and say.
Kirk started a movement that's been so influential in getting the Republican and building the Republican vote. And, you know,
Usually
teenagers.
Democrats have been doing all that, grabbing young people.
Yeah, so it's an amazing organization. They've done amazing work.
Well, he's very good at raising money. Let's not fool ourselves. He's exceptional.
Yeah.
And he's very intelligent. He's very capable. And, I mean, he's intimidating. I've seen him take on people, and I'm like, damn, that boy is smart.
He's tall, too.
My brain, like a Ben Shapiro, like my brain doesn't, I've got my knowledge, and I know what I believe, but, man, they deliver it to where you're like, I'm not asking him a question.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. So I walked the floor. Of course, Brandi Love was on my lanyard. Again, they had 5 months. If there's going to be an issue, why didn't anybody do the research? So I didn't think there was a problem. I showed up, got my lanyard, walked around.
Right.
There were literally a handful, maybe 4 people wanted a photo. And it wasn't...
They
Wait a
know who
minute,
you Why
what?
did they want the photo? They recognize you?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What was it like? The
One of them was at the NRA booth. I spent a bunch of time with those guys. They were brilliant. The one wanted a photo.
I know the NRA knows about you.
I spent a lot of money with them. I'm a fan of theirs too. So
Right.
they were great. Everybody was very cool. Nobody made a big deal about it. It was a click, and we moved on. Went to the first night's events, which everybody spoke, Charlie and a bunch of other people. I got home, and I have a picture of it on my phone. I won't bore you with it, but I had an email that said, your pass has been revoked. Do not come back. The decision's final.
Oh, okay. Was that night?
It was that night. Yep. And
So nobody came up to you at the event
there
and
was
escorted you out?
No, well, not even escorting me out. I mean, how about be adults? You know where I am. You have my phone number. That's how I bought my ticket. Be a man or a woman. Call me and say, here's the deal. We have, be honest, we have a bunch of people who give a lot of money who don't like you being here.
Right,
All
right.
We know. I mean, I understand. If the religious right's paying for this, and I'm a problem, first of all, haha, you know who I am. But they're paying and they don't like me being there.
Right.
I am a fair person. I don't want to be a problem. I'm here to support y'all. If my presence is making a problem, which I didn't see, nobody said anything to me, there was no issue, I would have left. But now that you're being a piece of shit and you send me a baby email that says you got to go with no adult conversation, I fought. I went on Twitter that night, X, sorry. I went on X that night and it just started a horrible war to which they got annihilated because I had the truth and they kept trying to lie.
Yeah, I mean, we like on the right, we believe in the Constitution. We believe
That's
in
what I believe in. Absolutely.
the First Amendment, right? What you're doing is not illegal, even though they may not disagree with your lifestyle, but we believe in the First Amendment.
Right.
So either you believe in freedom of speech or
you
don't.
don't. And see, that's me. It's that easy. Live and let live. If you're not doing something illegal, it's none of my business. You messing with the innocent, I'm going to come after you. But if I'm protected under the Constitution, you're protected, and you're doing something within that, what are you doing?
Right. They shouldn't have, if they didn't want you to come back, they shouldn't have sent us a short, simple email. They should have called you or got in touch with you and say, hey, look, this is the deal.
I could have respected that, I'll be honest with you. And they turned it into a war. And what got worse, I had so much respect. I really, really, honestly had Candace Owens on a pedestal, and I can't. I know too much. The things she said to me and the attacks that were made, I was even like...
Oh, she responded to you?
Oh, we had a war on X. It was very public. It's all out there. And I was shocked. I'm like, I didn't think they were capable. Again, you're Christian, you're conservative, you're a constitutionalist. Me too. You know, me too. And because I choose a profession and have a lifestyle you don't understand, I don't even know. How can you say you hate it? You don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
Why would that one thing out of the 100 that we actually agree on, would you want me out? I have a pretty big platform. I've been using it for 8 years. I've been taking the abuse, but I know what I believe in. And for her to say, oh, no, you can't be in the tent. You're not a conservative. I'm like, I'm sorry, who hired you? Who elected you?
Right.
I don't get that. I'd never do that to her.
She's very anti-porn. She said ruins.
Probably because she caught her husband.
What?
I'm just saying.
Well, I've been caught.
Well, you know what, though? Okay.
I mean, it's a huge industry.
Yeah, I watched it.
Who's not looking at porn from time to time?
We are visual creatures, period. Whether you're sneaking it, whether you're watching it, whether you're doing it, it is not scary, unnatural, or criminal unless it is. A consenting adults doing something, whether it's videotaped or not, is two consenting adults having fun.
My body, my choice.
That's what they say until it doesn't fit the narrative.
Right.
So, and the same with the feminists. Like, oh my God, porn, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, we're strong, powerful women making our own choices, making a whole hell of a lot of money. And now you don't like us because it's sex?
White conservative men hate that. That y'all make so much money. They go to college, they're doctors, lawyers, and you on there just getting fucked and making all this money.
Well, I mean, I kind of don't blame them for being jealous.
Right.
I get to do what is known in the entire world as the first and second most pleasurable things known to humankind, sex and masturbation. That's it, 1 and 2. And I get to make a living doing it. Yeah, I'm lucky. And I guess I don't blame people for being jealous. But why? Go do it if you want to do it.
Right.
I'm not holding you back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only word I can think of for jealous, because I see they attack
Now, why do
women.
you say white men? Well, black men aren't
Well,
jealous?
there's podcasters on.
Well, I'm talking about the conservative men. They're typically white, and they
Do you seriously think that? Every one of my friends that's black, honest to God, are almost all conservative.
Really.
Yes. Literally. Some won't publicly say it, but they are. And I know why we talk about why they don't publicly say it, because they get lambasted by their own. What? Like there's no freedom of speech there just because, you're born and because you're black, you have to vote Democrat?
Right.
So who?
Yeah.
So it's there. A lot of them. I know a lot of people who are that just won't say it.
Yeah, like you get it from both sides because of what you do, the left and the right.
That's what I mean. I walk a fine line. It can be lonely, and it
Very
can be
lonely, I
difficult.
would think,
but
yeah.
We
just-
kind of got a lot in common because, man, the looks I get in
You do
public
your
from
own-
black people.
because of what you wear, or
No,
because
but
they know
me
who
being
you.
conservative and who I am. I forget
They
who I
know
am.
who you are, though,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're watching you.
I go out in town and I'm in Walmart, Target, and I say, hey, how's it going? And I get the dirty look. I forget who I am
Stop it.
sometimes. Yeah. Yep.
How did it feel when like you been a conservative, like if like a Candace Bongino and all these well-known conservatives like attacked me? I would feel horrible because I look up to these people.
I did, and that's the part that I say is really hard. Is I had a tremendous amount of respect, and if you had 10 topics, I believe to my core that the Matt Walshes, the Charlie Kirks, the Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, that there's probably 9 out of the 10 that we are right there. I am so with you. We agree in every capacity, and then because of my lifestyle, I'm out. Well, who looks like the asshole?
Yeah.
Not me.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care what they're doing in their private life. And just because it's filmed, look, a lot of stuff that isn't filmed is way nastier than stuff I do.
Right.
I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, y'all, we both know that's right. I mean, and I think, why would they of all people judge me? I just, that's so weird that sex is what comes in between everything.
Yeah,
Politically
sex
speaking.
is like so awesome.
Yeah. Well, Candace is
Right?
well, what happened to you? I think that's cancel culture.
Well, it was, and it happened within my own industry.
Right. Right.
So not only was the conservative, not
Attacking.
conservatives, but a group of conservatives attacking me for believing like they did, which that's
Yeah.
weird. I thought y'all wanted us to believe like you.
Yeah.
But then my own industry, not all of them obviously, but a very loud group
Yeah, majority probably.
decided to cancel culture me for my opinions on this. Well, not my opinions, but my beliefs on the Second Amendment. And this all happened in 2016 because they decided
Right.
orange man bad. Anybody who votes for him,
Right.
you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're this, you're all these things. Of course, there's no foundation, but that was real. And the riot started, and somebody made a comment to me about, well, what are you going to do when we walk up your driveway and pull your family out of your house and kill you, basically? And I went, this is exactly what happened. It's all screen capped. I'll put 2 in the chest and 1 in the head.
Yeah, sound like a conservative to me. Can't get no more conservative than that.
Okay, well, what
2
would
to
you
the
do?
chest and 1 in the head.
I was trained by police officers, so I know what to
okay.
do if I'm in that situation. But if somebody told you to that, they're saying, I'm going to threaten you. I'm taking your kids. And I'm going to kill them in front of you.
Yeah.
You're not going to go, okay.
Right.
Right.
You're not going to do that. It's unnatural. Well, me saying what I said, this was screen capped and sent across the industry, and a group of individuals decided that I was violent and that they didn't want to work with me because of my violent nature.
Whatever.
Now, of course, they cut out the fact that I was threatened.
Right.
It was
Of
just
course.
what I said,
Right.
right?
Yeah, they got to frame it and they're like,
Yeah, yeah. And I actually lost a contract over it. It turned out I was blessed beyond my beliefs because my new contract is so much better. But it was shocking. And it did to my core. I was shook. I cried. I screamed. I thought, this is insane. Who would do this? I'm just using my free speech. I'm just, you asked, I answered. I didn't even put that out there. And that was the beginning for me to understand, whoa, my belief system apparently is going to get attacked from every angle.
Yeah.
Right.
And to me, I feel like I'm every American. I'm in the middle, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe a little of this, I believe a little of that. And I think most of America is in the center. I do.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's those loud fringes
Yep.
that get all the they get all the press.
Crazy when we came out being black and conservative.
Wait, you're
It-
black?
Yeah.
You made me feel good that for month. Oh, I'm not. Wow, what can I be then?
Right.
You're so
It's
silly.
like the conservatives, the white conservatives, they embraced us and it helped because we was catching hell from black people. You know? And when we first did, we thought we was committing career suicide. But when you did what you did, it's like you couldn't go to either side to embrace you. You know
Well,
what I
it
mean?
felt the same.
Yeah.
It did feel the same. But what I will tell you is that Luckily, I've been in the industry 21 years, and I know exactly who I am. I love what I do. I love the people I work with. I show up. I'm always on time. I'm prepared. So I got to know directors, owners on a more personal level than even the talent. I live on the East Coast or on the West Coast. I was always an outsider, and I was okay with that. That was good. It provided balance for my life. I don't party with them. I don't go out to lunch with them. I adore them. I respect them, but it was very...
Yeah,
you know, you show up, you do your thing, and then you leave.
A lot of people got this vision of adult film workers, like y'all doing that all day. You going in gas stations, you going behind dumpsters. It sounds like to me you treat it like a 9 to 5. You do what you got to do, and you go home to your husband and your kids.
Everybody needs to work.
Yeah,
I mean, I was raised this way. You want food, you work. You want a nice house, you work harder. You want a great car, you work even harder. That's the American way. You can have whatever you want. You just have to work for it. So my husband was in biotech. I actually worked for Harley Davidson. I had plenty of career, I had jobs. I wouldn't say careers, but I had great jobs throughout from college all the way till adult entertainment, as did my husband. And corporate life, it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
know?
worked in corporate. Got fired from every job I ever had.
Did you really? For what?
For stupid shit.
You needed to be your own boss.
I was at we was with AAA of Southern California Insurance Company, and
You
we
were
used
an
to
insurance agent?
Yeah, I was an insurance agent. I used to handle auto
I was an
claims.
adjuster, auto claims.
Okay.
I was an adjuster. So
He got me fired too.
well, we was doing YouTube videos on our lunch break at work. Nobody knew where the hell we was at.
Yeah, it was in a conference room downstairs. in
Right.
our
So we was
building.
doing those YouTube videos, and from time to time we cursed. And what messed us?
You two cursing? But you're on company property.
Right,
shooting
but
your own
nobody
content.
knows where we at.
Yeah, there's no
signage.
signage. It's just we're on
It's just a
I got
wall.
you. I got
right.
you.
So nobody know. I never tell them where I'm at, right? Yeah. But we end up doing this video with this guy. I
Who
forget
did? Yeah, he did a YouTube video. He had a YouTube channel, and he did a video bashing the company.
because he got passed over for promotion.
Oh.
And then right underneath those videos, a recommended our videos that we did with him was a comedy sketch. So
That's a problem.
and then they called us into the office and they fired us. They pretty much fired us because they was overstaffed or because it was during
You gave him
2008.
a reason. You gave him an easy out.
Yeah, economy they was overstaffed. They had to get rid of people.
The HR guy. So you're doing these videos on company property. It was on your lunch break, but it was company property. And you cursed in these videos. I was like, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
it was
they fired us
ridiculous.
for that. Yeah. But if they never fired us, we never started.
And this is the thing where you have to look at all that stuff and just go, you know what? As much as it sucked and it seemed like it was really bad,
Yeah.
when you look where you're at today, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
got it. It all made sense.
Yeah, if they'd never fired us, we'd still be there.
Yeah.
Probably.
A lot of my friends
And
they
that
still
would
work there.
suck. We would all not be better off for
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I would
Y'all are
totally hate
funny.
my life.
And life is good now.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
You know what? We're probably gonna catch a lot of flack from our fans.
For what?
Just who you are. They're gonna
Your
criticize
fan
us.
base is
It's
well,
very
we had
diverse.
a transgender woman on here.
okay.
Yeah.
I had a batshit crazy liberal on here. I talk to anybody.
Okay. And how did your fan base respond to that?
They don't like the transgender, even though she's conservative.
Yeah.
Got a lot
Okay,
of
that
flack for
doesn't
that.
make any sense. See, this goes back to the very same thing. You have 9 things in common, and your sexuality is the problem. That is weird.
Yeah.
That's straight up weird. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It
I
is
said
kinda
straight
fucking
up.
crazy.
Is that what you're laughing at?
I'm like, dude, I believe in everything. It's just I'd like to do this. You don't like it. But
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
So you've been married over 30 years?
Yep.
And y'all
30 years this February.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And y'all have an open relationship.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously not a traditional monogamous relationship.
yeah.
It was for the first 8 years. And honestly,
Y'all got hooked in that swinging, huh?
no, you know,
Did he get jealous a little bit?
no, it was me.
Really?
I'm the more jealous one to this day.
Oh.
Yeah, to this day, which is really kind of funny, but it's just being honest.
What? How did you get jealous? What happened?
I know.
He's like, baby, I'm coming. Look, she's making me come. Oh, God. He's so...
No, he doesn't yell like that. But now I know you do. Damn.
I was pretending to be him.
No, he doesn't do that. But it's more a matter of from the time I met him, I knew he was my soulmate, and I was very protective of of his heart, and I still am, and I always will be, as he is with me. And knowing human nature the way I do, he's a gorgeous, successful, loving, intelligent man. What woman wouldn't want him? So when you lock that down and you're married and a little bit insecure, which I think all people are, except for my husband, he's amazing.
Especially when your spouse is getting fucked. You're going to be insecure.
No, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You might be. He's not.
Yeah.
He knows exactly who he is, and he knows who he is in my life. He's my king. He has nothing to worry about. When you have nothing to worry about and you don't lack confidence in your relationship, there's nothing to fear.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we've been married.
Oh no, I'm just sitting back and my wife's just getting done. You look like she's liking it.
Well, would you
She's
want her to
fucking
hate
like
it? That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
you
just-
want her to hate it?
Yeah, most
That's like
people
some
don't.
sadistic shit right there. God.
I'm the only one who can make her come. That's what everybody thinks. Bitch, you coming?
Oh my God.
I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, you're not right.
Yeah, I'm just joking around, but a lot of people don't have thick skin like you do.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not out there preaching, never have, that you need to be a porn star to have a great marriage. From the very beginning, I've said, look, you need to have communication. You need to. There's a plethora of things that need to be in place and be very secure to do anything outside of monogamy. Do I think monogamy is beautiful? Of course I do. I think those who have it and do it successfully and enjoy their relationship and their sex life, that's amazing. And there will come a time in our lives where that becomes what we want. And we'll discuss it, and it'll be, if one or the other ever said that, it's over. It's not, well, I'm not a biblical scholar, but I think it's John 15, where it talks about selflessness, right? So we live in a world that's all about me. YouTubers, influencers. Everybody wants their hearts. Everybody wants to be popular. Everybody wants the big dollar. Me. What do you do for me? Well, that has permeated everything, including relationships. That's the opposite of what we're told. We're supposed to give selflessly to your mate, to your neighbor, to your friends, to your family, to your children. And we've lost that. We've so lost that it is very scary, and what's mine is mine. Nobody else can have it. Don't touch it. Don't look at it.
Put your dick away.
Put your dick away.
Mine.
Right? But we're talking about a different level. Obviously, that's not going to be for you guys. It's not going to be for you guys. But it is for some people. And the whole point is to simply say, you know, good for you. It's working for you. Why would I judge that? 30 years, happy children, well-adjusted life. You're not a burden on the society. You're making your own money.
Right.
What's the problem? What?
Right.
I found what hurts Christians because they're Christian. Now they think they better than everybody else, and that gives them the power to be so judgy of other people.
And the Bible tells them the exact opposite. So I'm not sure which verses they're reading, but we're supposed to love. We're supposed to, like, look, you come at me when some of the alt-right, for lack of better words, the loud, the really hardcore right, comes after me. They're not loving. They're not kind. They're not embracing me. They're not wanting to talk to me. They don't want to ask me how I'm doing. They want to come at me. That doesn't make me want to believe.
Yeah. The things you got from them, what was it like? Was it threats or?
Telling me I'm going to burn in hell. Telling
Yeah,
me,
of course, you're gonna burn in hell.
You're going to burn in hell.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be a mother. You're, telling me that I should get run over by cars and beheaded and killed. I mean,
Do you get
literally
a lot of
violent
flack
from
for-
Christians.
Yeah. Do you get a
Violent.
lot of flack for doing porn with black guys?
No, my fan base is humongous.
Yeah.
Ever since I went under contract with Vixen Media Group, and I shoot a lot with Black Draw, and of course Milfy.
Black. Yeah, like black.
Yeah, y'all are members. I know who you are. You should be. It's great
I
stuff.
wonder who came up with that name. Blacked.
I mean, come on. Does it get better? I mean, it's like so there.
Hey everybody, we just gave away that Camaro Yanko dish. Now we're giving this away. Win this Ford Lariat F-250 6.7 liter power stroke turbo diesel with the moonroof. But not only do you get entered to win this, got a new year, got a new president, got a new giveaway. Hey, to celebrate our new president, one of the greatest presidents of all time, we giving away our 47 inauguration edition. This is a truck all the way, cast iron, bumper, fog lights, Look at the weight. Dodge Ram 2500 heavy duty. We the people. 47 edition. Got the president's seal on the back. I like this. It's black on black. If it was any blacker, I'd ask for reparations. Who's your two favorite black guys, huh? Go to officialhodgetwins.com. Anything you buy from the site, get you automatically. Yeah. Enter the win. Yeah.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. See official rules for details.
Yeah. A lot of white guys love to watch black tie.
I think everybody does, and not everybody, obviously, but a large majority of people do because it's visually stimulating. The contrast in skin tones is beautiful.
Right.
That's what got me into it. I'm like, whoa. Before I even knew it had a name, to me, they're people. There's a guy and a chick, they're fucking. That's a thing. That's sexy. Why is this one so much sexier?
Yeah.
It's the skin tone. It's the visual aspect of it.
And the black guys, they're always like this long.
But wait, come on now.
Their ass is up in the ceiling, and he's still inside of it. And he's just slamming all that shit in.
Yeah, here's the thing. Every guy in porn is big. That's why they're in porn.
Yeah.
They were born a specific way, and they figured out how to make money off of being so well endowed. So how many guys have you seen in a porno who have a little dick?
What's that fat dude? He's big.
What?
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy. He used to be big time. Big, fat, hairy hedgehog. Look at him.
I never worked with him, so that
He
wasn't
got in
my...
some serious trouble, didn't he? He's locked up.
Last I heard he was in jail, but is he still alive?
I think he is.
I know he's very sick. So that's
really?
why I was asking about his health, because his health was really bad last time I heard, but I don't really follow.
You had too many dick pills, huh?
I don't know what
Probably
happened.
drugs. Or maybe he gets caught.
Yeah, drugs. And
Not everybody in
recreational
porn does drugs, just an FYI.
No, I'm not. I didn't mean to imply or insinuate that.
That's okay, everybody else does.
He's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still ticking, huh?
He's still in prison, right?
Still busting them nuts, huh?
I don't know about anymore, man.
Hey, so it sounds like the adult films has been great for you and your family. What are some of the dangers that you came across that you was able to avoid?
Well, that's a great question. I've heard stories. I've heard some really horrific stories, and I don't share that. Maybe because I got involved when I was 30. I had a very strong foundation. I'm married. I have a rock of a husband who we came into the industry eyes wide open. We chose it. It wasn't the other way around. We're college educated. We come from professional backgrounds. We chose to be business owners, and this just happened to be what we chose to do. We were always wild. We always kind of beat to our own drum. And I was doing bikini contests at 17, and just we were a little wild.
Right.
So it should have come as no surprise when somebody says you can make money fucking. We're like,
Yeah.
where can we do this? And for us, with our backgrounds, we took it very seriously. We attacked it like we had a pro forma, we had a business plan, and we've never wavered.
And a lot of
We've
people
never
don't
wavered.
approach it that way.
They don't.
Well, a lot of women are exploited when they come in by themselves, not educated.
That's what I
especially
mean.
young.
That's what I mean by the sad stories where, look, if you're 18 and you don't have family or you don't have a strong foundation, you don't have an education, perhaps, maybe you do, maybe you don't, and you go out into this world, especially now, milk's $10.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Starbucks isn't going to cover a rent.
Right.
And maybe some of them like it, maybe some of them don't, but they can be used if your mind's not sharp.
Yeah.
I came into it knowing what I wanted out of it, and I'm taking it. I'm doing exactly what I set out to do, and I still have more that I want to do. If you come in just like a fish out of water going, ooh, that's a great paycheck, I'm going to go buy me a handbag, and your money's gone, like stripper mentality, where you make $1,000, next to you have 20,
Right.
and you can't afford the house fee, you're always in the rear, no pun intended, but sorry. If you approach it like a real job, and I'm a Dave Ramsey fan, we're an 80-10, 80-20, 80% gets saved, 20% we live off of. I've done that. Thank God my father taught us that. And whether it's porn or a CEO of a business, for us, it's the same thing. We just happen to really love what we do, and it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think everybody enjoys sex. They just.
I wish everybody did. Let's be clear about that. I think they do, but their inability to translate to saying I actually like it. Like somehow it's bad.
Yeah.
Like if you masturbate, oh my God, you're going to hell. Well,
Right.
Really?
Yeah, they believe it.
Remember, my mom used to tell me that.
No,
you know,
she
God's looking at you doing that, Kevin. I was with that jerking. I was like, man, I'm with God's watch. So I cut all the lights off so God could see.
Did you
Well, I was
really
just
think
kid.
that?
I was a kid. I was like 11, 12 years old.
Did you really
off, huh?
think that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a stupid young kid.
No,
Well,
you're not stupid. I
No,
mean,
that's what mom told us.
that's what you're taught. That's who's defining your thought
And my
process.
mom
But
used to wake
that
me
kind of
up.
sucks. That's weird.
I
That
had
would
like
mess me up.
me and Keith actually came across like pornographic material like at 7.
Oh, that's
It was all by accident
That's
because
really
we
young.
moved into this house. We went downstairs in the basement and it was a bunch of nudie magazines.
Yeah, it's an unfinished
they
basement.
left them.
And they left that.
Somebody
we
had
was-
left them.
I think it was like 7, 8. We was going through the pages.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, we just look at each other.
Yeah.
You got tingly.
No, I
Yeah.
got it wrecked. And we even did the sword thing. We was like, yeah, mine's bigger than yours.
No, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Look, he's denying it. He's like, no, we didn't. Isn't that shit the same? Like, aren't they? Isn't everything the same?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
the same. He's just left-handed. He's a half-inch taller. He's fatter.
You're so picking on him.
You stop.
It's all those pizzas and cheeseburgers y'all ate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to get back in shape.
Yeah.
You look
Stop.
disgusting now.
Stop
No,
it.
I don't.
Sucking mine in. You ever been in a scene in your profession where the guy was just too big and you said, "No, this is not going to work"?
Oh, he was very unattractive.
No, not the unattractive aspect. I can find something I enjoy about almost anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's that 9-10 thing.
Just focus on the positives, right?
Yeah, yes, literally, and it's always turned out fun. Sex is fun. Again, if you can't have fun having sex, you need to get a shrink. Like that, I would have empathy for somebody who goes, "Nah, sex sucks." That's crazy. But yeah, one scene in particular, love the guy. He's amazing. Just a light. He's humongous and humongous, but his personality is so just endearing that if it weren't for him being so incredible, I probably would have called it because it was like having a baby. I'm like, I need a midwife. Somebody needs to get in there and work on stuff because I was like, I remember looking at the director. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I love a challenge. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'll figure this out.
Pray for his wife.
He doesn't have one.
Yeah,
I know
He
why.
doesn't have any, no, it's. I mean, we laugh about it, but it's probably very serious. I remember asking him, I'm like, "It's hard to date, isn't it?" He's like, "Yep." Because even if somebody's in love with him, they're like, "I don't want to do that every day."
yeah.
It's a lot. It was a lot.
I try to get stabbed to death every day.
It's a lot. I'm sure there's a woman out there who would love it, but it's a lot.
Oh my God. She probably had to take one of those butt plugs and shove it in her vagina to stretch.
I don't think
The
that's
hell's
how it
wrong
Why are you
works.
looking at me like that, huh?
No, we both are. We're both like, what?
You looking at me like I'm a horrible
You
person.
gonna take a butt plug and slam it up in there? What? Just keep it stretched? And
That's
then
not
when
how
that
it
one gets
works.
easy, go get a bigger one.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's called training.
Yeah.
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 Oh my God. Well, whatever. Let's keep this moving.
You know, when we was younger, we just got the military, and we was having problems finding like jobs and money. And I lived in Orange County, California, and in the paper it was a.
Is this where you went and filled out the application?
Yeah, we went to a porn audition.
You didn't know that's what it was, though, or did you?
Yeah,
You did?
I pretty much figured it says.
Adult. It was under.
Yeah, we was
adult
trying-
I was just trying to get something that I didn't have to show my face like a glory hole.
Those are pretty hot.
Yeah.
Right, but we ended up walking out because I was scared my mom was going to see it. Not that my mom looks at porn; it's just my cousins would tell her.
And what would happen if they did?
Oh.
My mom was so religious; she would have been
Okay.
so disappointed, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to break her heart, so we found another way.
No, that's fair. I totally
Yeah.
understand. And a similar situation happened.
That was like 1920.
No, it's older than that.
22, 23.
Yeah.
23,
Like
24.
22, 20.
Yeah, mid-20s, yeah, at the time.
Well, your life would have been very different than right now, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, we was getting calls for like 3 months from San Fernando Valley. I said, man, my page is blowing up. You sure you don't want to do this?
You would have been successful.
the producers love you guys.
Yeah, I can see the titles now. Oh my God.
Think about it now. If we wasn't married,
Yeah.
put on Trump hats, and we'd just be banging blonde hair, white chicks.
Making America great again.
I'm not saying anything to that.
Right. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be hot.
There'd be a lot of Charlie Kirk fans watching.
Oh. Yeah, there would be, but they wouldn't tell you they're watching.
You definitely know the NRA's watching.
I get a lot of custom requests for that.
Really?
Yeah, wearing my Trump or MAGA stuff.
Oh, really?
Yep. And
For,
they're
like,
not
private
from
videos and stuff?
Yeah, customs. Yeah, where they want something very specific, whether it's a photo set or a video. They and honestly, mostly conservatives, but there's liberals that will want me to berate them for being beta males and pussies and different things wearing my MAGA stuff, which I'm
Really?
happy to do.
That's,
But I didn't ask. I'm not that.
Yeah.
That's the request. And again, whether I mean, there's been some I've said no to just because it does nothing for me, and I would not take somebody's money and then not be able to provide what they're actually looking for because I believe it's serious. You pay for something, you should get what you want. But those ones, I'll read it again. I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. Yeah, I'll do that.
yeah. Men be coming up with the darndest shit, huh?
People are creative, especially when it comes to sexuality.
Yeah.
You have an OnlyFans, right? How does that work from a business point of view? How does all that
It works
work?
awesome.
Yeah. You just film the shit, upload it, and put your price on it, and they'll just click it and buy it.
It's
So the money that you charge, say you charge $9.99 a month, how much of that you get?
they take 20%.
Only 20%?
Yeah.
Wow, YouTube takes like what, 54%?
What?
55, I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But and to me, the 20% is more than fair. We're on their servers. That's a lot of content. I can't even imagine their server bills. And their platform is very user-friendly, and the admin's amazing. So, yeah, I spend a tremendous amount of time. There's days I'm on 14 hours. I mean, it's like Vegas. Ding, 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 ding. Every DM that comes in is possible income.
Are you paid daily or monthly, or how does that work?
It's monthly, but your content's individually priced. Like some people like to do sexting packages where like for 20 minutes, it's X amount of money. Do you want a voice note? It's this much money. Do you want a custom? And then your content is priced. You know, each video is a certain amount of money. And everybody's different. I'm just doing my own thing, staying in my lane, and I love it. I've been online since 2019, and my only Brandi.com, which is my OnlyFans, has by far exceeded what I thought my financial life would look like.
Really?
Very, very grateful. Yeah. And that's another huge problem I have with conservatives that want to shut down OnlyFans. So you want to starve out families. The number of jobs you would be taking from hardworking Americans, you think it's funny because we say hardworking. That's some bullshit. There are girls in the industry and men who work way more hours than their corporate asses, and they deserve every penny they get.
Right.
You know, so I find, and it didn't start off as adult. OnlyFans has been, I was late to the party in 2019. I was late and I went kicking and screaming going, oh my God, not another platform. I have enough to keep up with.
Yeah.
And I thank God did. And within the first month I went, okay, this is different. I'm going to focus on this and see what happens. And it's been very good to me since 2019.
This
Yeah,
woman
if
went
porn is
viral.
if porn is ever banned in this country, it's going to be because of Republicans.
Yeah,
I
but that'll
actually,
never happen.
I actually disagree.
No?
And I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay.
What are the platforms that have banned adult? Facebook, liberal. Instagram, liberal. Tumblr, liberal. So
Look at
don't
Twitter.
be mistaken by, well, we don't, that card's out.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his, but
Yeah.
do we really know?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people
I'm
say
a little,
about Elon.
I love him. I do. And I'm thrilled that he backed Trump and that he seems to be very much for pro-America, America first.
Right.
But do we know?
Right.
I mean, personally, my ex account's constantly shadow banned. That's not a thing, Brandi. Really? Search me. How come you can't find me?
Right.
You know, they won't let me monetize. There's a lot of stuff, like you're for free speech, but there's a lot of problems with my account. Has it gotten better since he's taken over? Yep, it has. But is it truly there? No. So yeah, the jury's out on that one.
Yeah, I just
me.
Like when I hear like these mainstream conservatives when they talk about porn, the way they look at it, the way they see it, I would if porn was ever banned in this country, I would think it'd be a bunch of Republicans. I don't think it would be Democrats pushing.
You would think,
for that.
but I have a propensity to disagree.
Really?
Yeah, just because it's never happened.
Well, look who's doing all the censoring now.
Yes, that's what I mean. By that's who's right. Exactly. And every Republican has run on that ticket saying that they'll do something about it since before I was born. And how many times has it happened?
Right.
They get the money from the alt-right and then do their own. They know it would be an insane thing. The Supreme Court has decided on this matter.
Right. Freedom of speech.
Thank you. That's it. It's done. So they're always going to fight for it, the right, because of the far right. And we always think that the left is so liberated and open-minded. Bullshit.
They're like the worst.
They have been the meanest to me, and I have been more censored by them, the left, than I have even my hateful conservatives.
My hateful conservatives.
Oh, poor things.
Okay. You're financially free, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Since about 2013, I've been parlaying my adult income into real estate. I have a pretty diverse portfolio. You know, my background has taught me a lot. My great grandfather is pretty famous, and it was the idea of
He was a
investing.
stock
Trader, stock trader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't end well for him, but he was an incredibly brilliant man, full of charisma, and his brain worked differently. I don't have that numbers thing that he did. But his love for people and his love for life and his zest, I have all that from my great-grandfather. And being financially free is hugely important to me. Fuck you, money's fabulous.
Oh, it
Who
feels
doesn't
amazing.
want that? Exactly. Now, I'm close, but I also have 3 projects now across the U.S. and the one in Greece. So, you know, it's scary to watch. But then, you know, on the flip side, when we get there, it's going to be good.
It's going to be so beautiful, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like a lot of, like, I'm talking about the right again. They say porn is like addictive and it ruins society. What do you think about that?
I think that's lazy. I think that's intellectually lazy. In a very
Kind of dishonest, right?
It's dishonest, and it's calling out the redheaded stepchild. It's rude. It's mean. You have no self-control.
I think a lot of people that say that, they're just looking for brownie points.
Well, and yes, that could be the case, but there's
Trying
also
to appeal to that base too.
Yeah.
exactly. I there are people in this world who have addictive personalities. It doesn't matter whether you give them this, whether you give them religion, whether you give them drugs or alcohol or porn. If you have an addictive personality, you're probably going to struggle with whatever is the newest thing. But I do find it intellectually lazy to say that you're addicted to porn because all humanity enjoys watching sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Religion has killed more people than anything.
That's very sad.
Yeah,
it's
that's
supposed to liberate and give them life.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't see a bunch of porn stars dropping bombs and flying planes in the building.
no, because our dopamine levels are off the chain because we're having orgasms all the time. You don't see people who are having sex in a healthy relationship often that are nasty.
Right.
They don't walk around with a grimace. They're not walking around at a 10 ready to punch somebody or hurt somebody. They're happy people.
Yeah.
And if
The most
nothing
bitter
else,
people is the lonely people.
well, and I don't blame them. It sucks to be lonely. I wouldn't want that for anybody. And to be fair, a lot of my OnlyFans longest term members, I have pretty complex interpersonal relationships with. It's not all sexual. I mean, yes, there's a lot of that, thank God. I love it. But there are some that you know, especially during COVID, where they're like, I just want to talk. And you find out, well, what's going on? I'm locked up in my apartment. It's been weeks. You know, I lost my dog or my cat or my one thing, and they're just so lonely.
Right.
And I'm not a therapist. I don't have my PhD. I should.
Yeah.
I really should. But it's so much more than just sex. Or I should say can be. Sometimes it's just pure, my dick's out, let's go. And you're like, all right, let's go. And other people need so much more.
Right.
And for me, the complexity of it all is what's so fun.
Do you think is
And
such a
interesting.
thing as too much sex?
I've never seen it. But I'm going to look for it. I'll let you know if I discover that. Man, if there was, I mean, I have a pretty high sex drive, my husband even more so. And honestly, even where I'm at, if somebody said, if you drink this, you're gonna feel horny a lot more, I'd take it. That's the best feeling in the world. I mean, I don't know anybody who's honest who would go, no, I hate that feeling.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Well, the people that probably hate this probably ain't got no girlfriend or anything. And he's probably unattractive. Man, I'm horny as shit. This sucks.
so jerk off.
Yeah. Well, maybe
It's
tired
not
of that.
as good. It's not the same. Like anybody can masturbate. Obviously, it's great, but it's never as good as having a partner.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess if you're jerking off all the time, you're going to get angry about it. your hand's sore or something. I don't know.
Yeah. When you run your OnlyFans, do you see the names of the customers?
No, just the screen name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Did you ever
there's always-
recognize anybody?
Well, those who tell me, like
Yeah.
they'll tell me who they are. They're like, "Hey, I met you at AVN's 2 years ago," or
Yeah.
I saw you at the airport." Whatever, you know.
Right. Right.
So yeah, some will send me photos and go, "Do you remember meeting me?" And it's fun. I mean, they're there. I remember this when I was a dancer, when I first started dancing, and I went from Harley Davidson to stripping, and as I was a stay-at-home mom, and I'm like, I miss earning. I really love to earn. I'm a capitalist. And my husband was killing it. He had a great job. It wasn't about me needing to. I was ready.
You just wanted to make your own
She
money.
was like 3, and I wanted to contribute to the family. That's just who I am. I always have. I was working at 7, you know, throwing newspapers. I love it. I love to earn. And it sounds crazy. Like, how'd you go to stripping? Because I had no experience. I was never a model. I did the bikini contest. That's true. But a girlfriend told me about, hey, amateur nights this Friday or whatever it was. And my ears perked up. I'm like, if I don't just do this, I'm always going to wonder. Always
I bet you
going
was
to
nervous
wonder.
as hell the first time.
Oh
you
my
went out.
God. Almost as nervous as I was coming here today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nervous. But it's a
There's
nervous.
a turn on for you?
It's a nervous excitement. I didn't know it would be. That was the
Shut
nervous
up, you
part.
pervert.
No.
No, when you go do that, I would think it
I'm
turns her
just
on.
joking.
I'm
I'm trying to learn here.
let him learn. Come on now.
But that was like a sexual experience for you?
Yeah,
dancing?
yeah. And a learning experience, sexual and learning, because I was like, I was raised on stage, basically. I was an ice skater, competitive ice skater as a little kid. I was a trained ballerina, tap, jazz, ballet, gymnastics. I was competitive and on stage. So that part didn't scare me. I actually like it. In a way, you're an exhibitionist when you are on stage. You guys are on stage every time you're doing your podcast. The cameras are on you. You're good at it. It's natural.
Yeah, but it's different when people are watching you.
That's where I was so nervous. I'm like, what if I run off stage? Like, it's gonna come time, and I might flip. I didn't know. I did not know, but I had to find out. I'm very curious. I picked up a pair of stripper shoes on the way. I didn't have any. I didn't own a thong.
And
So-
you had your husband at the time too, right?
So that's the interesting part.
Okay.
He was out of town, and we had the nanny at the house, and I didn't tell her what I was doing. I was just going out. And I called him at like 11 o'clock and said, babe, you're never going to. Now, we'd been in the strip club together before, so it's not like out of nowhere.
Right.
And I said, hey, guess where I'm at? He's like, where you at? And I said, I'm at the strip club. He goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to do amateur night. You cool with that? He goes, hell yeah, go get him. You know, he was all like, he was excited about, call me when it's over. And that just made it really hot because I knew he thought it was hot. And I ended up winning. And I almost fell off the stage. I was a total buffoon. I had no idea what I was doing.
So they gave it to you because you got white privilege.
100%. That was my first time learning it. No, good God, no. I sucked, but I was authentic. I had fun. When it came time, the song was right. I became the performer that I clearly enjoy being, exhibitionist. And I was smiling and laughing. I had the best freaking time. And it was afterwards that somebody comes up to me. I walked off stage. I had no idea. They come up with a bucket of money. I went, what the fuck is that? I get that for doing that. I'm good. Like, I had my fun. And I went, oh, hell.
How much did you make that night?
I don't remember now, but I mean, I was on stage for one song. It was amateur night, and I think it was like $800. I'd never seen that much cash.
Right.
Oh wow.
And I was
For a
like,
song, $800?
yeah. That's what I said. But you got to remember, I was green, and there's an excitement about it. I was not a seasoned stripper. I had no idea what I was doing. And I think, looking back, that was probably what made me so successful. I was just having fun.
Yeah, those guys said, man, she tried, man. She tried.
Give that girl
She
some.
tried.
Give her
She
some.
just got potential.
And I did.
Yeah,
Who knew?
right.
And that's what kind of opened your eyes to the
It was
porn
very, for me,
industry.
it was very liberating. It had nothing I didn't know about porn in that sense. My husband and I always watched it and always enjoyed it. It was it was fun.
Y'all used to watch it together? Or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did. In the beginning, I was jealous. I caught my husband. Like, why aren't I enough? I was that chick because we all come on. Women are very insecure,
Emotional.
So if the chick has got bigger breasts or she sucks a better dick, we get really like, what am I doing wrong?
Right, sucks a better dick.
Well, they do. They're professional.
Right.
So instead of becoming insecure, I started watching to learn. They do know better than civilians. They know stuff. And I remember watching a few. Nina Hartley had a series of videos. This was back when I was way before. I wasn't even dancing at this time. He was gone out of town, and I watched these videos on how to give the best blowjob. She had this whole series. It was educational and porn. I mean, it wasn't like on a banana. It was right. And I'm like, I thought I was good. And he's happy. He comes every time. And I'm watching this video. I'm like, oh shit, I got a lot to learn. He comes home and I did the things that she was talking about. He goes, as you two would say, God damn. he literally, I'm sorry, I love when y'all do that. So he like literally, it was one of those moments where he's like, where did you learn that? And I told him, I said, these videos, she's really good. Like she's really thought-provoking and she shows you and it's and he's like, yeah, she good. She's really good. And that kind of opened my mind to realizing how very important sex was and enjoying it.
Yeah. I think it's more important to a man than
well, men are more sexual creatures, I think, by nature. You're designed that way.
Yeah.
You got to repopulate the earth.
Yeah.
You got to spread that seed.
You ain't sucking it right. Here, watch these damn videos. Give you a couple hours to practice. I'll be back.
You would never say that.
No.
like when I was
But it's funny.
Yeah. Like me and you was like really well, anyway,
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say this.
I get
Say
shy.
it.
Like I was like when I first started watching porn when I was a young age, I was like, because I was a virgin at the time, so I look at them, okay, that's what girls like. So I got with this girl and it was my first time and I was doing the stuff we was doing and she didn't like it because the porn I was looking at, the guy had her legs like wide open and
Maybe
knees
she wasn't
behind
flexible.
her ears, right? And I was just slamming it way too hard. And women don't like that shit.
No, usually not. You gotta
Most women
you
do
gotta
not
warm
like
them
that.
up first. No, it's great once you're warmed up.
Yeah, once you warmed up, but
Yeah.
I find most women it's like more slow.
Sensual. They
Like
prefer
when-
more sensual.
Right. But she didn't. It's
That's
like,
like the things women like in bed. I'm like, damn, I'm barely moving.
What do you have, a donkey dick? What's
Yeah.
going on over there?
I'm just saying. I was like, I'm not even trying. So all I gotta do is just stop trying.
yeah, because
It's like with a woman, it's the little things, it's kissing, caressing, the way you hold her.
yeah, like most women don't like to be like if you're
Yeah.
hearing all that, it's too much.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
That's not ideal. But every single person's different. And it's so...
Some women like that.
Just pay attention.
Yeah.
Your partner's body language is going to tell you everything. And if they're capable and liberated enough, they'll tell you. There's nothing hotter than, for me, somebody telling you. I don't want to be doing something wrong. If it's ineffective or hurting you, for God's sake, speak up because I want it to be a pleasurable experience.
God. I remember this. I would get with these girls, they would get on top.
Wait,
and
you
the
said
way
girls?
they would ride me,
How many girls were you with?
I think it was like 2 or 3.
You think?
Yeah, about I've been with less than 10 women.
But I mean, you're talking about at the same time.
No, not at the same
Oh,
time.
see, my brain's like, damn, you had 3?
No, I'm sorry. I'm slow. I didn't catch on. But a woman would get on me, and the way she would ride me like my damn dick was the San Andreas fault. She was about to rip it off. Just going
But
back
that's
and
not
forth.
comfortable for you. That couldn't have felt good, did
No,
it?
it hurt.
Yeah.
She
that's not
liked
good.
it, but it wasn't. Yeah.
You might want to get her a vibrator and let her stand still, like up and down.
No, I didn't.
You know?
I didn't call her back. I said she damn near ripped my dick off.
Yeah, that's not
like,
good. But
holy-
you know what? This is one of those opportunities where you could have said, you know what? That's actually not working for me. You're so sexy, but could you try this? People are
It's
so
hard to
afraid
let a woman that because
because
I've
women
done
can
that.
be nasty. Did she turn on you?
It like hurts their feelings. They get really emotional. Well, fuck you then. You don't like it?
no.
It's like, no, it's not that. It's just that this is what I like, you know?
Yeah.
And they, I don't know, they get emotional. They think they just give up.
But that's insecurity, and there's
Yeah.
no doubt that women are horribly insecure. All of us. It's
Yeah.
it's in our for some reason it's in our makeup to be insecure. So those who get over that, and whether it's through time, through love, through caressing, through verbalization, through gifts, through taking out the trash, whatever their love language is, it's reaching them and letting them feel safe to share things like,
Right.
that's not working for me. Could you do it a little softer? Could you go up and down instead of front and back? Like having these conversations, it can be done, but it's not going to happen without the foundation.
Communication.
You know, a lot of guys always worry about size. I'm sure you've been with a lot of different men, different size, big, huge, small.
We're
Does
like
size really matter?
snowflakes, not in the political way, but we're all different. Everybody is so unbelievable.
Right.
No two pussies look the same. No two cocks look the same. And everybody uses them differently, right? So, you know, I don't have like, everyone asks, does size matter? Well, yeah, if you don't know what you're doing with it.
Right.
If it's too big or too small, if you don't know what you're doing with it, yeah, it matters. If you know what you're doing with it, it's the least concern.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there
So-
a perfect
so if I-
size?
I would say anywhere between 6 and 8 is amazing. That's bigger than average. That's big, but you know.
So what if I said
I'm
I had
married to
2
somebody
inches?
that size, so for me that was always my usual. Like
Right.
he's a big man. 5.5 is considered average.
Average, yeah.
according to statistics. I haven't done the research visually. I don't. You know, but 5.5. That's a big dick. Like that's more than satisfying.
How about 2 inches?
No, 3 inches. Ain't nobody walk around with 2 inches.
Yeah, I've seen one.
Really?
2
Yeah,
inches?
yeah.
You know
I
how to
didn't-
use it?
No. No, and honestly, I didn't either. I didn't know what to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, size, they say size doesn't matter, but if it's 2 inches, you're fucked, right?
Well, it's like a snack. No,
Yeah.
I honestly, it was one of our first swinging experiences, and great couple. They were really fun. We were all very new, especially us.
Didn't laugh at him, did you?
No,
No.
God no. Like
She's a good person.
I am. I would
Yeah.
never. That's not their fault. It's not like they said, "Hey God, when you deliver me to Earth, could you give me a little chode?"
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nobody
That's the-
says that.
That's what you call them, chodes.
Well, actually, his wasn't even a chode because it wasn't thick. It was just little.
Yeah,
It
chode.
was
See,
just
it's
chode's fat.
Yeah, chode's a fat short.
It would be like the cap of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a chode.
Jeez. Net short?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chode.
So he's walking around with a butt plug in.
So, anyways, what my first experience seeing that, we were getting it on. Everybody was having fun. They're very sexy, both of them. She gets on my husband, and I hear her gasp, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's my man. He's getting it." And she's in like a circus act over there. She's going crazy.
Yeah.
And I get to where I pull the pants down. And I went, "Oh, that's why." Because my husband is
Right.
big, and she's married to him. She loves him. It was obvious their connection, but she was getting that dick because she doesn't get the dick. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I remember my husband looked at me, and I looked at him. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It was that small?
2 inches is 2 inches.
Yeah.
And it's not like a pinky, but this works. Not this.
Right.
This.
Yeah. She's put it in my. She's like, yeah.
Okay. See, and watching him
Like
do
she's
that.
smoking.
First of all, okay, it's different coming from you.
I should have did it. Cut that shit out.
No, you're keeping that. I would be so pissed if you cut that. But yes, the
She
point
like
is,
sucking like you smoking a cigarette.
I had at that time watched enough porn where it's sexy to see. There's a reason men in porn are big. It's not just because it's big. It's visually. If they want an angle, right, where you're opening to the camera, if your dick's not this big, you're not going to get in.
Right.
There's a reason men in porn are so big. It is necessary for the visual to create the content we create. Well, I've watched porn, and I'm married to a guy with a very substantial cock, and I'm like, I literally was a little like at a loss. And of course, I'm like, does this feel good? I was trying stuff. I was trying.
Yeah.
But we're not going to have sex.
Right.
Because I'd feel even worse going, is it in? I just, that's not going to. So
Yeah.
we didn't end up having a fully good time. It was good. It was fun. But we obviously didn't call him back.
Right. Yeah. So what was his wife? What was she like after that experience?
When can we do it again?
Yeah.
She was, and she was. They were very attractive. They were very kind. Like in life, we probably would have been good friends had we not crossed that bridge. But yeah,
You think they're gonna watch this podcast? She's talking about me.
I don't know. I couldn't even. I
See,
don't
I
know.
told you. That's why they go back. It's because my dick is little. I told you it's a bad idea. Now she's talking shit online with the Hodgetwins.
I'm not talking shit. He can't help it.
Yeah. So you and your husband, y'all do that a lot? Like, it spices up your love life, huh?
It's fun when it happens, but it doesn't happen as often as people think. Because first of all, again, having a 21-year career, we've developed a brand. It's very busy. I earn money in many, many ways, and OnlyFans alone. I mean, I log into Only Brandi at like 9 in the morning, and I'm not logging off till 1 in the morning. Often. And that's not, I mean, in between you're doing social media, in between you're like eating and drinking. It is a full-time job if you take it seriously. And I do. I love what I do. It can be overwhelming, but I do love what I do. What was the question? What you
Look,
saying?
I was just I don't know, I kind of faded away.
Shit.
I was daydreaming there for a second.
Y'all both having a biden moment.
Oh, you wearing diapers? Anyway, it was brain fart.
The question was, you and your husband do that often?
Okay, so he is the GC for all of our real estate endeavors, and he's on the phone. So, oh my God, between ordering product and dealing with contractors, and he is my tech guy. I'm tech. Duh. Like if I have a problem, like, oh my God, baby, what's wrong with my computer? Why can't I log in? He wears a lot of hats, and I'm Brandi Love. Nobody else can fill in for me. So when we have time, we're together. So that part of our life has gotten a little bit more minimal simply because our time. We're still building our empire. So when we have downtime or we're having sex, it's usually filmed. So when you have time that's not going to be filmed, it's so precious.
Right.
So I'm not going to invite somebody in when I'm like, I haven't had my husband alone for a week. Come on in. Like, I look forward to those times, but at this point, my moments with him are way more precious than right. And because of my injury and not having shot since July, I'm horny as fuck. I can't wait to get back into it. I love the professional scenes.
You have an injury?
Yeah, back in July when I was visiting Greece, I was looking for real estate, and I have some really good friends there. I've been to Greece probably a dozen times, and we had a day off from looking at real estate. It happened to be July 5th. My friend rented a yacht. We went out in Corfu, and we're going to the different islands. It was absolutely exquisite, and one of the best mornings of my life. It was beautiful, and the captain, it's just it's a crazy story. The area where we stopped at this island in Paxos was full of yachts. I mean, it's like mega millionaires. It's like the stuff you see in Hollywood magazines where these people, Band of Soleitans, they're all laying out drinking their martinis. I'm like, I've never seen more 100-foot plus yachts in my life.
Right.
He wouldn't anchor, and like. That was weird to me because there's a lot of humans and there's a lot of very expensive boats. You should anchor. He dropped us off, like basically jump off, go swimming. I'll come back and get you. Well, it was a pretty long swim. We sat on the beach, caught our breath, swam back, and he's like, stay there. We could see him saying, stay there. And I'm like, I grew up on a boat. My dad was a boater, and I'm like, that doesn't sit right. If you're backing up to me, your propellers are on. The boat doesn't go in reverse with propulsion.
Right.
And I got a weird feeling, but I'm not the captain. That's what we hired him. It's a big boat. He's got a long history, And he got about 12 feet away and said, go ahead, come up. The first mate was on the back of the boat, and I was 4 or 5 feet away and handed my flippers, sucked my leg under.
Oh, wow.
And the propellers were on because that's how he was holding steady. And I just remember, I didn't scream. I remember hearing in my brain what sounded like a brick hitting a table. It was so loud. And I remember thinking, oh, please, please, please just be a nasty bruise. Something hit me hard, but please just tell me it's a bruise. And I reached down and my quadricep was flopped out like a fillet. It's completely severed from my kneecap.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So, he shut off the engines, and they pulled me up into the boat. There was blood in the water. I could see my my leg flopped. I was looking at my patella. It was just bone. It was sticking out.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
Corfu is about 50 minutes from the mainland.
Oh, to get to the hospital.
So yeah, so all the blankets and all the stuff. But because he turned off the propellers, we were hitting boats. So I'm just sitting there. I'm kind of out of it, sort of. I'm in shock, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing boom, boom, and these huge mega yachts are like, what the fuck? You can see people like panicking.
Right.
But I you know, it was crazy.
How the hell did he become a captain?
17 years or something experience. Yeah. He has insurance, thank God, but that's going to be a lawsuit that may or may not. I'm American. I'm not Greek. I don't know how this stuff works. I don't speak Greek. So it was very scary. Aside from being in a foreign country where I don't speak the language, I wasn't with my husband. So it was very intensified. I was relying on my friend, who's Greek, thank God, to really keep me alive. So yeah, that was a wild experience. I was there for 11 days in the hospital.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It was. It still is crazy because I'm not fully. I've come a really long way for 6 months, but for 2 months I couldn't walk and I was ambulatory. I couldn't move my leg because my quad was reconnected in all four.
Wow.
All four places. So it's been a journey, and some days
It's
are
a
better
lot of
than
work, huh?
others. A lot of work. PT sucks.
Yeah.
PT sucks, but when you want it, you can get it back.
Yeah.
You can get it back. And at 6 months to be walking up and down stairs, squats, TRX, I'm working with a trainer. I'm at about 80%. I have a ways to go, but I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting there.
Wow.
Yeah. That's crazy. That lawsuit is going to be huge.
Probably not.
No?
In our country, I could probably retire and my financial future would be taken care of, but it's not like that in Greece.
Really?
All of my expenses were out of pocket because, of course, I didn't have a rider. I didn't even know. Let this be a lesson to all. Don't ever travel out of our country without an international insurance rider. Very cheap, $150 covers you. I didn't have it. I've been traveling for years out of our country. I had no idea. As if the $20,000 I pay in insurance wasn't enough.
Right.
It doesn't cover shit.
Right.
Nothing. So every 2 days they were coming with their little credit card machine. I'm like, oh my God. You know,
Oh, wow.
pay off the credit card, pay. Yeah, it's been a setback,
Yeah.
but it's certainly not gonna hold me back. I'm actually looking forward to the challenge of coming back better,
Yeah. Like a challenge.
build porn back better.
Yeah. Right.
I'm serious. It's for me, it's a big deal. I didn't plan on this. I felt very. I felt like something was taken away from me.
Yeah,
I was at
definitely.
a peak and I was loving life. And have it feel like in a second it could all be gone.
Yeah.
I could have lost my leg. I should have. I probably should have lost my life.
Yeah.
Every doctor I saw was like, we don't see propeller accidents. They're usually dead. And I'm like, thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for comforting me.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It really, really, really wasn't my time. It was in a way a spiritual experience. There's no reason I shouldn't have been sucked under. But
Right.
I remember feeling the weight of big, strong hands, just something holding me. There's nothing there. There was nothing there. It just wasn't my time.
Right.
Wow.
Damn.
On a happy note.
Yeah, on the happy note. Start talking about porn again.
Yeah. So, how do you jerk off? Right hand or left hand?
Hey, man, I don't feel so good, man.
What's wrong with you?
I'm embarrassed to tell you. I'm just going to tell you, I ain't took a shit in like 2 weeks, man.
Ain't you taking your OH? Your optimal human?
I thought we ran out of it.
Man, here, take this. Here's some right here. Take it. Get it up in you. Drink that. Get that probiotics. That artichoke.
That is good.
That apple powder. All those essential nutrients that get your intestines right. Yeah, get them intestines right. Get it all up in you. Swallow it. There you go. Why are you drinking it like it's Kool-Aid or something? Just
Well, you
down it.
made it with cold water. I'm over here getting brain freeze.
What's good with cold water? It's like a smoothie.
Oh, man, I feel something move. Oh, man.
Go to optimalhuman.com/Hodgetwins and now try Optimal Human for free today. I remember when I first started watching porn, and then when I got with a woman, it wasn't enough stimulation. I was like, I've been watching so much porn
You wanted the visual plus the actual penetration.
And then the
Yeah.
women you with, they don't do the things you see the women doing on.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Every girlfriend and wife. I know it's not going to be a popular statement, but if every girlfriend and wife was a porn star in the bedroom, her man would be very satisfied.
Yeah.
You know, and there are times like every night in my household, the loves aren't swinging from chandeliers. I mean, we too can be quite romantic. There are times he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take that shit." I feel it in the back of my head. I know it's coming, and I get excited. And then there's other times where there's candles lit. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna enjoy a glass of wine. Like, let's explore each other. Even after 30 years, you can learn stuff about your mate. That's fun. That's enjoying your sexuality. After 21 years of being an adult and watching, I can goon like the rest of them. I've never experienced needing more.
Right.
So I hear you. I've heard that before, but I still like the same shit. I get turned on by the same things. I don't need. I think I had my first gangbang a year ago. I'd never done it. 21 years in the industry. I'm like,
Really?
It was offered, and I went, yeah, let's try that. I was very nervous. That's a whole lot of testosterone. That's a lot of feet of dick. And I was a little intimidated. I'm not going to lie.
How many guys was it?
It was, it's going to sound funny because I'm going to say only 4. It was 4, but for me, that's like 3 more than usual.
Right.
Great scene, great group of guys. And would I do it again? Yeah, I probably would. But I don't need 6 or 8 or 10. I don't. I'm not saying I judge those that do. I get it. Their sexuality is either one that wants to keep pushing or they're looking for something. I'm not looking for something. I'm just enjoying
There's this lady, this woman. I forget her name.
She did 100 Men.
Oh yeah, all that marketing stuff. Yeah.
What's her name? Brandi?
Brilliant marketing.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
Lilly
Lilly
Phillips.
Phillips.
Her name's Lily Phillips.
She did
Is she the one that cried after?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, brilliant marketing is what I have to say to that. Good for her.
Yeah.
You don't think that?
Right.
Let me explain something to you. Honestly, I'm not going to take anything away from her, but maybe I will. It was a genius machine behind that happening.
Right.
I can tell you it takes weeks to get one guy to show up on set and have proper paperwork tested and ready to go. You're going to tell me that sporadically 100 guys showed up to a location, tested, verified, 2257's done? Bullshit. Impossible. I can't get 3 people to show up on the same day, let alone within the same hour. Not. And I'm, again, brilliant. But y'all, it didn't happen like that. This was not spontaneous. This was like, oh, I'm going to do this thing. It's planned for months.
Right.
Yeah.
It took a team to get that done. And I clap. Good job.
The marketing.
Everyone knows who she is. Yeah. That's the world we live in, this instant gratification. You know, you have porn stars, it's sex work. She's a sex worker. Porn stars have worked decades, years to create a brand and do what they do and spend the 8 hours on set and what have you. And a TikToker or Instagram person or wherever she came from hit stardom overnight pulling a tactic. Brilliant. And, you know, she made her money. She probably made more in a week than I do in a year. I'm not mad. I'm a little verklempt. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
What? What? Nobody knew you yesterday and now.
Right,
So, again, it's brilliant marketing. And we live in a world where that's actually more interesting. Guys and girls seem to be more interested in that than the adult entertainer who's worked to make a career.
Yeah. Like,
It's
a lot of people like into watching her do like she's about to do 1,000 guys.
shut up.
She's going to do it again, but now it's going to be 1,000.
That's a bit extreme, don't you think?
I don't know why you would do that.
She
the
really
money
loves-
must be really good.
Yeah, I would suspect.
Yeah, but she
I would
also
suspect.
said in a documentary that she just loves sex that much.
Then why was she crying after?
Yeah, more marketing. Huh?
Maybe she loves pain.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, that's why I asked you that question.
Yeah.
You ever think it's, you know, for some people, what they do is just too much sex. Like when I see that 1,000 guys,
Yeah.
that's reckless in my book.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that's me. And I with all we've been talking about, am I going to judge her for doing it? No.
No, we can't be like these Christians out
No,
here.
I don't, but I also don't get it. Like, that's
Right.
so far out of, like, I don't, and she's not the first. There were women back in the 80s. I can't think of their Houston. Didn't Houston do like it was a large number, and at the time everyone was like, "Oh my god!" But because we didn't have social media,
Right.
she didn't get the play, and because we didn't have social media, and that those personalities aren't so glorified to make exceptional money overnight, it seems like. Like, gosh, she already did it. If I was her, I'd be thinking, damn, I got paid what?
Yeah.
Because she's making probably 100 times.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I
different
wonder how much
world.
money she made doing that.
It's a different world. It's got to be substantial.
Yeah. There was one girl. I forget-
Substantial. What do you mean by substantial?
It's subjective. I don't know. $10 is a lot to some people, or $1 million's a lot to another.
I forget the girl's name, but she said she made $41 million on OnlyFans 1 year. I forget her name. It's a white girl.
Was it the Catch Me Outside girl?
No. No, was it?
Yeah, it was
I
her.
remember that.
Chick with the red hair, the real
Look it up, Joe. The girl, she claimed she made $41 or $44 million on OnlyFans.
I can claim I make that. And if you don't have my tax records, who's to challenge me?
Right.
Right. She might just be saying it for
It's just more marketing, right?
Well, if I were to say to you, I made $100 million this year on my OnlyFans, are you not going to go log in and see why? I would.
Yeah.
It's human nature. It's brilliant marketing.
Right.
So
I never look at it that way. You just trying to push people to your OnlyFans. Oh man, you made $41. I wonder what she's doing.
well, she must be doing something crazy to make
Right,
that money.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to go look.
Some girl named Sophia Rain, $43 million yearly income on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
20 years old.
Damn.
Sophia Rain. Well, who knows?
Yeah, that's her.
She looks very.
you know.
She came across on TikTok. I was just scrolling.
And she's very cute. But at the same time, or I should say, and at the same time, that could be AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I've
AI
seen
is
images
getting
of
crazy.
myself, and I have an AI, Brandi Love AI. That is me. I'm involved. That's my domain. I'm working with Ava AI. That's a company, but there have been photos I put out saying, "Meet my AI," and people go, "Girl, you look hot." I'm like, "That's not me." I just said it's my AI, and they are good.
Right.
They're really good. I mean, she's hotter than I am. She's got flawless skin. She's got no wrinkles. You know, blah blah. But my ass is a little bigger. You know,
Right.
It's my AI. I'm gonna go for it. And I'm like, no, I don't look good. My AI looks good. And there's AI videos out there that it'll catch me, and I'm watching them. I'm like, oh, shit's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it caught me. It caught me. So we're living in very weird times.
Very weird. Time.
Yeah,
Very
AI is pretty
weird times.
scary. It's going to take a lot of people's jobs.
Maybe.
A lot of people's jobs.
Yeah.
But you know, my AI, it's very cool. It's very fun, but it has not affected my OnlyFans at all because there is no way to mimic a real human.
Right.
I don't care how good it is.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Yeah.
That's fair. Not yet.
What was it like working during COVID when that broke out on porn sets?
I had well, porn sets were shut. We weren't shooting or weren't
Wasn't
supposed to
allowed
be
to.
shooting.
Right.
It was shut down, which is why I started my OnlyFans.
Mm.
Right. So in 2019, March of 2019, I remember that's when it all started. Airport shutting down, New York's blah, blah, blah. Like the end of times is coming. And that's when a friend said, "Why aren't you on OnlyFans? Jump on there, get your domain, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, ugh, again. And then I kind of looked around, emails from my agents were shut down. It could be weeks. They're saying weeks. And for us in weeks, we're like, oh, no weeks. We can't go weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely I can't. I enjoy working. So I'm like, okay, let me log into this thing. And then how was COVID? Full of sex. I was shooting content every day. It was amazing. And that's not, I got COVID. It was awful. My husband and I were horribly sick. But during.
Yeah, you remember when concerned, so it's just a bad flu season.
Yeah.
I got that cold. I said,
That was not
that
the
is
flu.
not the flu.
Yeah.
That was not. It was the most unnatural feeling and
Right.
illness I've ever had in my entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
But yeah, for other outside of that, we had I mean, it sounds awful, but it's the truth. COVID was amazing.
Right.
For our industry, if you were a hustler and you got up and went and did the things and made a business for yourself, it was life changing.
Everything you do on OnlyFans, all that belongs to you. You don't need an agent for that or anything,
No,
right?
that's mine.
Yeah, everything's yours.
That's mine.
That's what you call liberation. No middleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like about YouTube because I worked in corporate America for so long and it sucked.
It's
and when
hard.
I work, it feels amazing when you work for yourself.
It was, obviously, you guys have you have the get up and go. You know, if you don't work, you don't eat, and you're inspired by it. You do the work. When you are that, you can be an amazingly successful entrepreneur.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared. Like that's what I was scared of when we first became self-employed.
Yep.
Like you're not relying on anybody else.
It is a little
it's
scary.
all on you.
Yep.
And that's you
There's no
decide.
money in the bank. It's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. You have nobody to blame.
yeah. Nobody's going to just send you a check. That's exactly right.
But it's been very liberating for us as well.
And obviously very worth it.
Yeah, and I could. I don't think I could ever work for anybody now.
Couldn't either.
There's no way I could clock in or do any of that stuff
No,
anymore.
we've owned our own business since 2004 and only increased our businesses. We have multiple businesses now, but same thing, man. I'd rather work. People sometimes feel like, why do you guys work so hard? You guys never take a break. I'm like, I know.
Exactly.
It's great.
Yeah.
The day will come where we sit back and we're like, yes. I say that, but I'll never retire.
Yeah.
Never?
Maybe from adult at some point, but I'll never
But
stop
you'll always be doing-
working.
you always
yeah,
doing
that's what I
something,
mean. That's what I mean. Yeah.
She's not gonna be 80 years old. Like, come on, guys, it's gonna get old.
What do you think AI's for? I can forever stay this age. My AI can be whatever age you want, but there will come a point where just like every good quarterback knows when to walk off the field or tries. Some of them come back more than once, but they try. I think adults no different. It's entertainment. At some point, you got to know when to hang up the stripper shoes.
Yeah, you gotta do something though. But as soon as you quit working, you'll die.
Yeah. We had our ex-porn star. She was a born-again Christian.
Allura.
Yeah, Laura Jensen.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, looking back on it, she says a lot of things that she's subjected to or things she was witness to, a lot of it was considered to be now because she's a born-again Christian, satanic. Do you have that same opinion?
Never seen that.
But she's
No.
independent. She's not with these like San Fernando Valley people
That was calling us.
What?
Well, we went there.
That's where you put your
my page was going off like every.
Sherman Oaks, San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
So she's probably talking about that.
And again, everybody does have a unique story, and I'm sure hers are very real for her. It happened. And I don't know her personally. Very well spoken, very well educated, clearly, and I think her path is beautiful. Just like I would say, monogamy is beautiful. It became a sin for her. Right? There's whatever happened. I watched your show and I was really impressed. I'm so happy for her. And I didn't know these things happened to her. But clearly one day she woke up and she said, not for me anymore. Something happened, something clicked, and it became a sin for her. So therefore she didn't do it anymore. I applaud that. That's not my path. You know, so
You still having a good time.
well, not only am I having a good time, I'm blessed. So what happens in my sex life is between me and the man above and my husband. That's it. And if that continues to be solid, I sleep well at night and my businesses continue to be blessed, and I feel very much that I'm right where I need to be, I will stay there. When that changes, if that changes, I'll go a different direction. But one thing I won't do, and it's based upon my personal experiences, I would never poo-poo the adult industry. They gave me a life. It made my career, and I absolutely love everything about being Brandi Love. That's my path. Some of the stories I've heard, I'm like, yeah, that would suck. I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's because of who my agents were. I don't know if it's because of my very obvious Second Amendment vocation. I don't get fucked with. I mean, I do videos on X all the time with my firearm display, us at the range. I mean, if you want to mess with us, you got balls.
Right.
Go ahead. I've told people, you're going to come get me? You're going to come slit my throat? Come on. Here's an address. Do I want that? No, I'm not. I'm not an aggressive person. I'm not a violent person, but I will hold steady.
Right. How'd you come up with your stage name, Brandi Love?
Funny story. Brainstorming. It was me and about 4 other people, me and Chris and a few other people, and we were trying to come up with names, and we put first names and last names and started just saying them out loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then, of course, searching the domain. Is it taken? And as soon as we said Brandi Love, everyone kind of put the pen down and went, you're a Brandi. It's
got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it was. You can spell it basically 2 ways. I mean, love is love. You can spell it other ways, but love is love. Brandi's with a Y or an I. So we bought both domains, and looking at it, I like the I. I just like the eye. It looked
Right.
good visually.
Right.
So that's my name.
Yeah.
That was it. There's no like tattoo story. It was just like it made
Right.
sense. It was cute. People say, yeah, you look like a Brandi. And I'm like,
Right.
all right, let's go.
I wonder what our stage name
Man,
is.
shut up.
Oh, come on. I want that. What's your stage
Yeah,
name?
let's come up with a
Isn't there a
stage name.
thing that says like the last thing you ate and the color of your shirt is your stage name?
Oh, really?
Let's go with that. So what's the last thing you ate? You're wearing black. So come on. Hello.
Last thing I ate?
That's too funny.
Well, I ate McDonald's.
No. But
Had a
Mac-
sausage
Wait.
stick.
McDonald's.
wait, what food though? Was it
A biscuit with sausage and eggs.
Biscuit Black is your porn name?
This is black and sausage black.
Oh my God. No. We can do better. We can do better.
Twin sausages.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
That's stupid. The twin sausages. Oh my God.
They have to be like we the Hodgetwins now.
Well, that's it. Hodgetwins.
Did it ever bother you guys growing up being so identical? Like, was there ever that thing? No, you guys seem inseparable. Like,
Yeah,
it
we
seems
was
so.
always we was each other's best friends. the whole
Yeah,
time.
you're so lucky.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, we just go with Hodgetwins. Hodgetwins 1, Hodgetwins 2.
Thing one and thing two.
Hey, do you ever run into any crummy porn executives when you first started out?
Executive. You know, it's rare for talent to meet executives. It's very rare. Like directors usually, as far as it goes, as far as people that we get to meet. I'm currently under contract with Vixen Media Group, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know the ownership really well. I'm a huge fan not only of their media group, but of the people who run the company. So that's probably as far as executive level, and they're amazing human beings. The company that I lost my contract to due to cancel culture, not so much. Not so much. But again, when that happened, I was shocked and it sucked and I was scared. And then it turned out to be the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
Right. It
We would
usually
have
works
not.
that way.
We would have not been a good fit. I'll leave it at that.
Man, that's so weird. You getting canceled over your right to protect yourself. Is
Correct.
That is,
Yeah.
like,
Well, that just
super
tells you
weird.
the basis of that company. They're not
Yeah.
patriotic.
Yeah. That is so weird.
Yeah.
A lot of the porn executives Jewish.
Not that I'm aware of.
Probably
I
Christian.
heard a thing on that. I heard a thing on that. You were asking about that. Like Hollywood, we all know that a lot of the top executives are. Everybody has their skill set. Everybody has their talents. Who knows why different groups
Yeah.
are better at certain things than others?
Well, they say Jews got high IQs. So they don't make money, so.
Smart. Hey, they're smart. But I'm not aware of a Jewish stronghold within the
They'll
porn
change their name
community.
too. Instead of Weinstein, just be Willie Wilson.
They're so stupid.
No, they be changing
I don't
their
want
name.
nobody to know I'm Jewish. Mark Cuban did that, didn't he?
What?
Yeah, a lot
Mark
of
Cuban, he's
Jews.
Jewish.
But who cares?
Yeah, a lot of people care.
People.
Again, that goes to a little bit of my naivety. I just don't care.
Yeah.
What I see right here is what I'm dealing with.
Right.
What does any of that have to do with who you are?
Right.
Unless it does, and that's a different story. But no, I'm not aware of any.
Yeah.
And if there are, I don't know them.
I heard somebody say Jews created porn to destroy Christians. I don't know how true that is.
I have a quote.
That sounds.
There's a quote.
What?
Al Goldstein.
He sounds Jewish.
Sounds anti-Semitic too.
Oh, you did not turn off. You turned off your phone.
What are you doing, man?
The wife.
Oh, that's allowed. Take the call.
She's probably thinking this session is going too good.
Oh, I bet your wives are cool as shit. They've got to be.
They can be. They can. They have their moments when they're cool. With quotes by Al Goldstein. The only reason that Jews are in pornography is that we think that Christ sucks, Catholicism sucks, and believe in authoritarianism.
What?
That's
Only-
absurd.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's anti-Semitic.
That's absurd. We'll leave it at that. I agree with you. That's just stupid.
He doesn't like the Jews. He hates himself.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. That's weird.
So what's your end game?
I'm gonna keep on keeping on. The end game is to live the most incredible life hand in hand with my husband.
Yeah.
That's it. This first half of our marriage, we We have strived. We're both overachievers. We're entrepreneurs. We love what we do. And it's just him and I. You know, there's not tech people and editing people. We do it all. So it's a lot. But I would love to get to that place where we could kind of sit back and enjoy what we've done.
Right.
Still be healthy enough to enjoy one another.
Right.
And just be grateful.
Yeah,
Just
we're
be
all
grateful.
pretty much the same age. We're born in
I'm
74.
a year older.
73.
I'm a year older. Yep.
So I'm very excited for the Trump
Me too.
presidency.
Counting down the days, man. Waiting to hope nothing crazy happens.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of momentum. I mean, that last election spoke volumes.
I think Americans are tired. They're tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to live a safer, better life. I would think.
Yeah.
Those who understand what that means, I mean, we've lost some. There's
We've
some
lost a
brainwashing.
lot of people that don't
are
know what that
gone.
means.
They're gone. I don't know if we can help them. I'm hopeful. Maybe a year of Trump's presidency, if he sticks to Agenda 47, we're all good. All good.
Right.
And at some point, you can't deny your life is better. You can still hate Orange Man for whatever reason, but if he protects us and makes our country better and your life better, shut up.
Right.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm really hopeful, like you guys, that we can get things back to good.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody this past election went in and voted for Kamala.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you beat this?
Brainwashing.
Yeah.
Brainwashing. I do honestly believe it's lack of information.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in an
Well,
information.
it's a lack of information. It's a lack of brain cells, too.
Well,
And it's a
there's
lack of
that.
not wanting to hear the truth. They
That's
just,
a bad combination.
Yeah.
That's a bad and propaganda. If you only watch a specific channel and you only follow certain people and you're in that echo chamber of people just repeating over and over every day,
Right.
you see what's happened. They start to believe it. It doesn't matter the facts that you say. They go, uh-uh. What do you mean, uh-uh? And no, it's right there. Like, it's factual, and they don't want the facts. Well, can't help you.
Yeah.
It's sad. And
Right.
I do hope that the proof is in the pudding when life starts to get better and the tribalism stops and people quit putting people into their own little groups and the hate stops, we can get back to being American again.
I don't think we're going to ever get that because the mainstream media, MSNBC, CNN,
I think they're going down.
They're going down, but they're not going to
I
stop
hope
what
so.
they're doing.
They're losing a lot. Their
Yeah.
ratings suck.
I think Americans are getting sick of hating on their Americans, right? Like
Yeah.
we're diverse but beautiful. Leave it that way. We don't need to separate based on anything.
Right.
That's why this country is so amazing. It is diverse. And any time that you're going to try to control or govern a diverse country on an extreme, it ends in authoritarianism and we're done. All of us are done. Like it's not good for anybody.
Right.
Do you see yourself after you're done with the film industry being more of a conservative influencer online? Like
Hell
what we
no.
doing?
Politics suck. I like what you guys are doing
Right.
is fun. You're just being
Right.
you, and you're not political pundits, and that people expect numbers and percentages. And I wouldn't. To me, when it comes to politics, and I've said this before, in politics, you get fucked and it doesn't feel good. What I do, you get fucked and you walk away smiling. I want nothing to do with politics. I've seen the ugly side. I've done some mainstream podcasts. I've talked to different people within legislation to try to do some different things. And you're promised all this, da 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 da. Oh, they'll take you seriously. This is a good point. That's a good point. Bullshit. It was for the salacious title.
Right.
So, like, no, I don't trust any of you. You all are full of shit when it comes to politics, and they have their reasons. And I don't
Right.
really want to know any more than that.
Good point. Good point.
You have anything you want to plug?
Onlybrandi.com.
Brandi.com.
That's my OnlyFans.
What's an
my
I?
Brandi, Brandi Love. Yes, Brandi Love. It's onlybrandi.com is my OnlyFans. I'm there all the time. I love it. I have a blast. My Twitter, my ex, Brandi_Love. And meetbrandi.com is my other VIP, which is a ton of fun. And I do a lot of interesting things on there that I can't do on Only Brandi.
It's like custom stuff, huh?
Yeah, custom stuff and outdoor stuff. And yeah, OnlyFans is very strict.
Oh,
Very
really?
strict, yeah. Oh, I would say overly because, like, I live on one of my properties is 80 acres. Like, there's nothing but deer, and they'll flag my stuff and say you're outside. I'm like, well, no shit, but I'm on 80 acres. There's no potential unless somebody's flying over with the drone and filming me. That
Right.
so I get it, but it's annoying. Whereas Meet Brandi is like, I can do whatever I want.
Do whatever she wants.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I
Well,
mean, a
thank
lot
you.
of people got this bad depiction of what adult films
They do.
is. They
They
just see
do.
what they see on camera and make assumptions about
Yeah.
people they never met. So
Assumptions
drug addicts.
Assumptions are bad for
Right.
people. We shouldn't do that to each other.
Right, right. Very classy lady.
Thank you.
Very classy.
I appreciate y'all so
Man,
much.
you're gonna
I'm a
catch
huge
hell
fan.
for that comment.
No, he's
I can already see the
not.
comments.
No.
Yeah, Chris is going to
These
crucify me.
conservatives gonna crucify your ass. You
Oh my
gonna be able
God,
to
y'all.
cross like this. You go. We both been to get. They gonna talk shit to me because I'm making fun of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, some people don't have a sense of humor. They know I'm a comedian. I'm gonna make jokes. You know.
I understand your guys' background, and y'all said some crazy shit that I'm like, oh, did not just something about you had mayonnaise on your mouth. I'm not even going to repeat what you said, but I literally was eating dinner and I spit my food out. I couldn't believe you said it, but it was so funny. That's what you're
Right.
supposed to do is make
Right.
people. And that's that. And in a way, I appreciate you having me on because some people will hate me because they've already decided. They don't actually hate me, most likely. They hate what I do. And that's a whole separate issue.
A lot of conservatives
That's a
that
whole
hate you,
separate
they're no
issue.
different than the liberal that hates Trump. You only reason why you hate Trump is because you've been told
You
to
were
hate him.
told to.
Yeah. They're one and the same.
Yeah, and if you don't like me because you don't like me, that's fine. No one's gonna always like you, but
Right.
if you choose to literally be nasty because of a profession that's legal and we pay our taxes on, that's kind of weird to me. That's a very, very short-sighted individual.
Well, I think women gonna automatically hate you because they have this perception of what men want and desire, and they'll feel like insecure
So just
about
Be-
who you are.
all
You know what I
they
mean?
need to elevate themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Do what you need to do to be confident enough to know that you're the sexiest motherfucker that's ever walked in front of your husband. Don't hate on me because I found mine. Go get yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Watch those videos.
That
Do better.
do better, be better, be hotter.
Right.
It's not. Women are naturally antagonistic against each other. We're very
Right.
hateful, and it probably is. It's just from birth. You know, it's very competitive, and it's so stupid.
Right.
It's so stupid.
Let me ask you this: do you think it'd be a good thing to have a woman president?
No. Nope. And that's not going to be very popular. But it's people, again, are going to have a problem with it, but I really don't care. I live a very traditionally biblical marriage. My husband's the head of the household. I am by choice and desire submissive to him and only him.
Right.
I don't believe women should have leadership roles in that capacity. That's not what we were designed to do.
Right.
Could one happen? Is one capable? Yeah, I'm sure of it. But just being asked the question, I'm like, probably not.
Yeah. If there's a woman that could do the job, I guarantee you can find thousands of men that could do that same job.
Yeah.
We're just designed for different things.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it equal but different.
Right.
And when women embrace what we're made to do and where we shine, and men take their roles seriously and shine where they're supposed to shine, things will get better, exponentially better.
Yes, it
Yeah.
would. Conservatives are gonna love that.
Until they
You
find
better
out
pick
who
up
I
a couple
am,
fans.
which is so sad but so true. But
No,
yeah.
but this podcast is great because you're saying a lot of things they agree with. They just don't necessarily agree with what you do, but they see the human side of you now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and if they join onlybrandi.com, we can talk more about it.
Hey, you should throw a
I would
sale.
give them all the time in the world.
Hey, maybe you should do a promotion and throw a sale. Give them 20% off the first month. Just type in "Make America Great Again."
Yeah, every July, military, they don't pay for anything. I love our military, and thank you guys for your service. But I always, any chance I have to be patriotic, even on my porn page, I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to be who I am partially because of the fighting that our military have done. We're a free country, at least always have been until recently. Until recently, yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, man, this has been a pleasure. Thank you for coming, Brandi.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you more than you can imagine. Keep going. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.